What's going on? This is Larry. This is going to be part 2 right now. We're sticking in the Eastern Conference. We're going to talk about these Philadelphia 76ers. They got rid of Andre Iguodala, but they brought back Andrew Bynum. And this much I will say about this. Andrew Bynum is going to pay great dividends for this Philadelphia team. They amnestied Elton Brand, which allowed them to be able to afford a guy like Andrew Bynum on the salary that he's making right now, and you pair him up with one of the best up-and-coming point guards in Drew Holiday in the backcourt. Evan Turner is gonna flourish now that he doesn't have Andre Iguodala playing in front of him. Thaddeus Young is still consistently a good guy that you have on this team. And when you look at the future for Philadelphia, it looks bright if this core stays intact. That's the key question, though. Does this core stay intact? Does Andrew Bynum really want to stick around? In terms of immediate impact, you have no choice but to give this trade an A, for the simple fact you're getting the second best big man in the league, and arguably the conference that lacks serious big man. Andrew Bynum, especially playing under Doug Collins. That's the one thing a lot of people are not looking at with this trade. Doug Collins is a player's coach. He instills toughness in the guys. Everybody listens to him. They respect him. Will Andrew Bynum be one of those guys who does the same thing by listening to a guy like Doug Collins? If he's smart, he should. And I think that would ultimately progress and make Andrew Bynum a better player. But if he doesn't listen to him and say he rejects him, I mean, Andrew Bynum, he looks like a guy who wants to go out there and play basketball. But when you look at the situation last year under Mike Brown and the system that he ran, which really wasn't a system at all, it was just give the ball to Kobe and watch what he does with it. He wasn't getting the touches. He wasn't getting fed as much as he wanted to, and that really frustrated him, especially when you consider his offensive skill set that he has. He keeps the ball up high. He has a soft touch around the rim. He's a physically imposing guy, and I think paired up with Drew Holiday, that these guys will be a terrific tandem for years to come if Bynum sticks around. That becomes the key question. Does Andrew Bynum stick around in Philadelphia? Now, I don't recall Andrew Bynum saying that Philadelphia was one of the teams that he would consider staying with, but Philadelphia has new ownership. Apparently, they're on the right track of going where they need to go. Will they miss Andre Iguodala? Of course they will. Andre Iguodala is probably the best all-around player that we have in the NBA. He doesn't excel at one thing, but he does everything that you would want a player to do. He can score, he can rebound, he can defend, he can set up teammates. He does it all. His shot selection has always been iffy, but Evan Turner, if he continues to progress the way that we have seen, and I think that that we'll have no problem worrying about the replacement for Andre Iguodala. I think that's one reason they were able to make the trade, because they have confidence in Evan Turner to progress the way they want him to. But in terms of what they have going for them right now, I think this is a great move by Philly. Like I said, they have great young guy in Drew Holiday. They have great role players on that team. They're a tough defensive team. Their offense is only going to get better with a guy like Andrew Bynum down low. Will Andrew Bynum stick around? That remains to be seen. But I do like this move for the Philadelphia 76ers. I do think it will help them out immediately this year. Next year remains to be a question, because who knows whether or not he'll extend with Philadelphia. Him and Dwight Howard both said they want to test the free agency market to see what happens to him, but there'll only be so many limited choices, especially when you consider the money that these guys are going to make regardless of the situation that they put themselves into. But like I said, as of right now, it's a great trade for Philly. I hope that these guys can put it all together, make it click, and it'll be a great thing to watch. But it remains to be seen. Doug Collins is a great coach. I think he'll help these guys out tremendously in Bynum's progression towards becoming a more well-rounded center in this league, because we know that he has the footwork on the inside to be effective in the paint as an offensive guy. He loves to block shots, but can he really play defense? That remains to be seen. And defense is Doug Collins' MO. He got the Sixers playing great defense. They made it to the playoffs with defense. And I think that defensively that Andrew Bynum will grow tremendously this year under Doug Collins' tutelage. So that's my thoughts on Philadelphia. Let me know what you guys think. Hit them comments up below. Let me give me your feedback on this. Larry Jenkins. Can't call it the Blazers Sports Report, but I'll holler at y'all. Peace.